Okay, hello programmers. My name is Ernest, and today I'll be doing my peer programming with James. James, you there?
Yes.
And we'll be summarizing chapter 2 in our Python book. In this chapter, you would learn how to work with variables. You learned to use descriptive variable names to solve name errors and syntax error when they arise. You learn what syntax are and how to display them using low cases, uppercase, and title case. You started using white space to organize output neatly and learn how to remove unneeded elements from a string. You started working with integers and floats, and you learn some of the ways you can work with numerical data, and also learn how to write explanatory comments to make your code easier for you and others to read. Finally, you read about the physiology and of keeping your your code as simple as possible whenever possible. In chapter 3, you will learn how to store collections of information in data structure called lists. You you will also learn how to work through a list, manipulating an information in that list. So that was basically a summary of chapter 2. James, you want to help me with the codes?
Helping with the codes.
Okay, James, you
Sorry, I
can
just had
start.
an incoming call.
Yeah, you can start by explaining the first file, which was name py.
EY? Okay.
Yeah, so name.
Python.
Yeah, chapter 2.
Chapter
Name
2.
is right at the bottom.
Name PY.
Yeah, so I need you to explain that for me.
This is the variable, and this is the variable's input. This is the
The
print.
value. Mm-hmm.
That's the value. This is the print, which makes sure that the value is being processed and out and given in a form of output. This is the stuff that's allowed. This is the probably
Method.
output, and this is the output. This is the processing part. This processing part. This is the output. That's the output, and then we have the processing part and output here, and that's about it.
Okay, I need you to speak in technical terms. So, variable. The variable is name and the value is given. In the print statement, right, you're printing the name variable in title case. So you can't just say, okay, this is the variable, the print statement, and what's put out. You need to explain it like what it actually is, not just in general terms. So you're going to have to work on your technical vocab.
Yes, ma'am. That's the function, and the function.
Yeah, but then you're gonna also have to explain what it does. Your explanations are too generic. So for somebody who doesn't, think of it as explaining your code to somebody who doesn't understand Python at all. If that makes sense. So you're gonna have to mention the variable, yes, the value, but also what's gonna be put out. But since you've done your explanation, you can continue with that as we go forward. So in the terminal, please can you type Python space name.py to run the file?
Do I have to remove this?
Yeah, you can just keep the Python. So you're gonna remove the .py. You don't have to delete the terminal, just backspace. Backspace. It can't be python.py. It needs to just be Python. Name.py. Okay, so please can you explain your output to us?
Let me quickly check so I can see the code. Okay. So I don't know how it got uppercase. Oh yeah, now I know. It got uppercase. So this is the variable which is basically is basically is input which is basically the foundation to to in to allow this value to be input. And then we have the function that basically basically basically
It will
makes
print our variable.
it'll the function that will basically print the variable into a piece of text into a piece of text. And then we have this part which is basically make sure that it's a title.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have this part which is again prints this into a piece of text, which prints that into a piece of text. And here we have something different. We can clearly see it says uppercase here. So when we look here, we clearly can understand. We can clearly explain that this part this whole part here was changed like let me quickly undo that was changed using this was changed all change what happened was here, which made it sure everything was in uppercase. Then we have the printing it then that's printing it again into a piece of text, and this time it's changed to say dot lower, meaning it will absolutely print this into a piece of text that has only lowercase.
Okay, thank you so much for your explanation. To improve your explanation, please can you look at how Ernest is going to do it and speak in technical terms?
Okay, I'll just quickly should be now able to see.
Okay. Ernest, you can explain the next file.
Okay. Is it full name?
Yeah. I don't remember the entire order, so at some point you'll just go from top to bottom. It's okay.
Okay, but I think full name covers pretty much everything in
Yeah.
the chapter. Okay. So here we have a variable, full name, assigned a value, Ernest. I had personalized this code. It was
No problem.
okay. Yeah, and we also have last name, assigned the value of Kellen, my surname, and these are strings because in chapter 2 we're talking about variables and is it data types, yeah. And here we have a comment. So when we have a hash in front of a text, a comment simply helps other users to read our code easily. And yeah, so we have also a variable full name, which has an f string which contains our first variable, first name and last name, and we can see it has a syntax of a curly bracket. So what this would do is we'll combine these two and we'll make it one string. And we have a print statement which will print full name, which has both my first variable in it. And we have message, which is assigned another f string that would read hello full name dot title. Dot title is a method, method which capitalizes the first letter the first letter in a word. And then we have a print statement that prints message. So here, if I run this code in my interpreter or my terminal, I would full name. If I run that, I would get only these two, and which is from these two print statements that I have here. I had said print full name. What does full name has? It has my first name and my last name, which is what I have here, Ernest Ikem. And my second print statement says print message. What does message has? It has an F string which contains hello, full name, dot title, and we can see it capitalizes the first letters of the words in the strings. So basically that was my code.
Okay, thank you so much. Going back to you, James, please may you open, I guess we can go from the top to the bottom. So you can open apostrophe PY.
Okay, something just quickly. Apostrophe. Where is it? Apostrophe. Chapter 3.
It is apostrophe PY. So please make sure you have all the code that you need. And also, please make sure that you're not busy with anything else for professionalism's sake.
Sorry.
In the meantime, Ernest, please may you go on to explain apostrophe PY, because James doesn't have all the files.
I think I should check apostrophe. Let me check.
in chapter 2. It has to be in chapter 2. So all the files that we have covered in class have to be there. And I only see full name, name, and hello world.
Yeah, I tried.
So you have to have your code prepared, or else this video dragged way too long already.
Sorry.
So you're just gonna have to make sure that you have all your code prepared, you have everything, and you know what you are explaining. So even if you practice this before you get into pair programming itself, that would be good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so apostrophe py. James, can you see my screen? Anyways, we have a variable message that so basically what this part of the chapter was trying to teach us was a syntax error, that if we want to use an apostrophe, we wouldn't, when we're what can I say, using the syntax of a string, because remember we could use a single apostrophe or double. So if we will have a sentence that will contain apostrophe, we should not.
I know where it is. So if I click here, and I go there, it should have this thing here, and it should be like this, and then
Ernest, I hope you can hear me, because I can see that you like are looking at the screen, but I don't know if you can hear me. Like, give you the go ahead.
Oh, this, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. How?
Yeah, I gave the go ahead. You can continue.
Okay. Can you still see my screen? Sorry. Can you still see my screen? My goodness. Jada, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Okay, so I was saying in apostrophe py, we have variable message that that's that has a value that reads out this sentence. So basically, what this part of the chapter was trying to bring to our knowledge was when we are using apostrophe in our sentence, we should start our string with double apostrophe, not single, because it's gonna be a, if we use single and also use another one in our sentence, we're gonna have a syntax error. So if like this, we always gonna have a syntax error. So rather we use the double. And yeah, we have a print statement that goes out and prints our sentence here.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, and now James, please may you explain hello.py? Yeah, hello.py, not in extra exercises in the actual chapter 2.
We have the other one, which is this one.
Yeah, I'd like you to explain the one that's open, please.
So, so this is the variable ending. This is the numer. Then this is the data.
The
This is
value.
the data value. Then this is the function name with the specific name, which specific name is print. And then we have the message. And obviously we, as we can see, it's a string. Oh no, I think it was like this has to be here to make the message work correctly without error. Then we have these parts, these brackets that make sure the message works fine without errors. And then we have the print part and these comments. Then we have comments. Then we have the function that names print with brackets. So it prints whatever the message. And then we have the basically make sure that, and then we have numerical values.
This is still a string. There's no numerical value here.
Then we have a string and print the message, which basically when this runs, it will basically, the message would be hello Python world, and then it would give the second message Python course world.
Thank you. So please may you run the file.
So if I run the file, just quickly for convenience sake, rename. So I'm gonna Control C. Now I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna Control V. Run.
That would work.
You have to type it first.
Oh yeah, I did make a mistake after all. So it has to be CD.
No.
No, not Python. So remove that, please. Python space Control V.
Python space Control V.
So just go all the way to the beginning. Before that hello world py, you need Python, like before when you did name, or was it full name? But name, yeah.
Oh, Python.
You have to tell the terminal that the Python interpreter is what's running it. Okay, there we go. That is your output. Thank you so much. I think there's one file left called comment py. Ernest, please.
Okay.
Then there's the homework. Python dinner underscore guest dot Python underscore list underscore practice simple.
Hey, James, yeah, we'll get there. I just need Ernest to finish this file so that we can conclude the video.
Okay.
Okay, so comment py, basically in this part of the chapter, we were getting introduced. I had introduced it earlier when we're doing full name, where I said hash. When you put a hash in front of a text, or basically what a comment is a section or a sentence that help other programmers other programmers to read your file easily. So just like here, we commented out, say hello to everyone. So this will not be read in the in our terminal or in our interpreter. So this would just, if we run this would just only this will only run our print statement here. So comment does not is not being read in our terminal or in our interpreter. It's just it helps to read. It helps other programmers to read your code easily.
So thank you so much. You can conclude the video.
Okay, so basically that was chapter 2. Thank you for watching.